Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about the power that lies within each and every one of us, the power to change our lives by developing good habits. You see, our lives are the sum total of the habits we nurture, the choices we make every single day. And if we want to live a life that's fulfilling, a life that's abundant and meaningful, we must force ourselves to cultivate the habits that will get us there. First, we need to recognize the immense power we hold. You have the power to shape your life. It's easy to forget that when we're stuck in routines that don't serve us. But let me tell you this, good habits are the tools that can help you build the life you've always dreamed of. Whether it's a habit of reading, exercising, meditating, or practicing gratitude, these are the bricks that will pave your path to greatness. Now, let's talk about starting small. I know we all have big dreams, and sometimes those dreams can feel overwhelming. But remember this, small, consistent actions lead to big results. Don't try to change everything overnight. Start with something manageable, something that you can commit to every day. Maybe it's as simple as drinking more water or taking 5 minutes to breathe deeply. Whatever it is, start small but keep your dreams big. Because every tiny step you take is a giant leap toward the life you want. Consistency is key. We live in a world that celebrates instant gratification, but real success doesn't come overnight. It comes from showing up day in and day out, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it. That's what builds character. That's what builds strength. So commit to being consistent. Commit to the process, and I promise you the results will follow. But let's be real, it's not always easy. There will be days when you don't want to stick to your good habits. There will be resistance both from within and from the world around you. And that's okay. Resistance is a part of growth. It's a sign that you're pushing beyond your comfort zone. So when you feel that resistance, don't back down. Face it head on. Push through it. Because on the other side of that resistance is transformation. As you work to develop these good habits, don't forget to celebrate your small wins. Every time you choose to stick to your habit, acknowledge it. Celebrate it. These small victories build momentum. They reinforce the positive changes you're making. And before you know it, those small wins add up to something big, something life-changing. Now let's talk about your environment. It's crucial to surround yourself with positivity. The people you spend time with, the messages you consume, the space you live in, these all have a profound impact on your ability to stick to good habits. So fill your life with people who uplift you, with messages that inspire you, with an environment that supports your growth. Because when you're surrounded by positivity, sticking to good habits becomes that much easier. Finally, be patient and kind to yourself. Change doesn't happen overnight, and you will have setbacks. That's part of the journey. But don't be too hard on yourself. Embrace the process and understand that self-compassion is key to sustaining good habits. Remember, you're not just building habits, you're building a better version of yourself, and that takes time. Be gentle with yourself as you grow. In closing, I want you to remember that the power to change your life is in your hands. Force yourself to develop good habits, because these habits are the foundation of the life you want to live. Start small, stay consistent, face resistance, celebrate your wins, surround yourself with positivity, and most importantly, be patient with yourself. Your journey to a better life starts with the habits you choose today. Recognizing your power is about understanding that you are the architect of your life. So often we fall into routines, habits, and patterns that don't serve us simply because they are familiar. We convince ourselves that change is too difficult, or that we're too set in our ways to make a real difference. But the truth is, we hold an incredible amount of power within us. Every decision, every action, every habit we cultivate is a step towards shaping our future. Think about it, everything you want to achieve, every dream you have, begins with the habits you create today. These habits are the building blocks of your future, and you have the power to choose which ones to lay down. You can decide right now to start building habits that align with the life you envision. It doesn't matter where you've been or what you've done in the past. What matters is the choices you make today. You have the power to redefine your future by the habits you commit to. When you recognize this power, you realize that you're not at the mercy of circumstances or past mistakes. You're not a passive observer in your life, you're an active participant. This realization is liberating because it means you can start fresh right now. It means that no matter how far off course you may feel, you can correct your path with the habits you choose to cultivate. But with this power comes responsibility. It requires you to be intentional about your actions and mindful of the habits you form. It's easy to underestimate the impact of small daily choices, but these choices accumulate over time. They become the patterns that define our lives. By recognizing your power, you acknowledge that you have the ability to break free from unproductive habits and replace them with ones that propel you forward. This power also gives you the courage to face challenges head-on. When you understand that you have control over your habits, you're less likely to be deterred by obstacles. Instead, you see them as opportunities to exercise your strength, to reinforce your commitment to the life you want to create. It's a shift in mindset from feeling like life is happening to you to understanding that you are actively creating your life. So recognize your power. Embrace the fact that you have the ability to choose, to change, and to grow. The habits you develop today will shape your tomorrow, and every single one of us has the power to make those choices, to build those habits, and to create the life we truly desire. Starting small while dreaming big is about embracing the power of incremental change. It's easy to get caught up in the grandeur of our big dreams and feel overwhelmed by the distance between where we are and where we want to be. But the truth is, every big dream is achieved by taking small, deliberate steps. When you start small, you make the journey toward your goals manageable. You don't need to have everything figured out or take giant leaps all at once. Instead, you focus on what you can do today, what small action you can take right now that moves you closer to your dream. It's about breaking down your big goals into smaller, actionable steps that you can tackle one at a time. This approach not only makes your goals more attainable, but also helps you build confidence and momentum along the way. Dreaming big is essential because it gives you a vision to work towards, something that excites and motivates you. It's the spark that ignites your passion and keeps you moving forward, even when the path is challenging. But the key to achieving those big dreams lies in the small, consistent actions you take each day. It's in the daily habits you cultivate, the little choices you make, and the persistence you show, even when progress seems slow. Starting small doesn't mean thinking small. It's not about limiting your ambitions or settling for less. It's about being strategic and practical in your approach. By focusing on the small steps, you create a solid foundation for your bigger goals. You learn to master the basics, to build the skills, habits, and mindset that will support you as you work toward your larger aspirations. These small victories accumulate over time, creating a ripple effect that leads to significant progress. One of the greatest benefits of starting small is that it allows you to adapt and adjust as you go. When you're not overwhelmed by trying to achieve everything at once, you can stay flexible and responsive to the challenges that arise. You can learn from your experiences, refine your approach, and keep moving forward without feeling defeated by setbacks. This adaptability is crucial because the path to your dreams is rarely a straight line. There will be twists and turns, and starting small gives you the resilience to navigate them. Another important aspect of starting small is the power of consistency. It's not the size of the actions you take that matters most, but the regularity with which you take them. When you consistently take small steps day after day, you build momentum. You create a habit of progress, and that habit becomes a part of who you are. Over time, these small actions compound, leading to significant results. What may seem like a tiny effort today can snowball into something much bigger and more impactful than you ever imagined. Dreaming big while starting small is also about patience. It's about understanding that great things take time and that the journey is just as important as the destination. When you allow yourself to start small, you give yourself the grace to grow at your own pace. You recognize that every step, no matter how small, is valuable, and that each one brings you closer to realizing your dreams. In essence, starting small while dreaming big is about balancing ambition with practicality. It's about keeping your eyes on the big picture while focusing your efforts on the immediate, achievable steps you can take today. By doing so, you stay motivated, avoid burnout, and make steady, meaningful progress toward the life you envision. Remember, every big dream begins with a small step. Embrace those small steps and trust that they will lead you to the fulfillment of your biggest dreams. Committing to consistency is about understanding that true success is not achieved through sporadic bursts of effort, but through steady, sustained action over time. It's the quiet, determined perseverance that transforms your goals into reality. When you commit to consistency, you're making a promise to yourself that no matter what challenges arise, you will continue to show up day in and day out. Consistency is the glue that holds your efforts together. It's easy to get motivated in the beginning when the excitement of a new goal is fresh and the possibilities seem endless. But as time goes on, that initial spark can fade. Life gets busy, obstacles appear, and it becomes tempting to let things slide. This is where the power of consistency comes into play. It's the commitment to keep going, even when the excitement wanes, even when progress seems slow or invisible. One of the most important aspects of consistency is that it builds trust in yourself and in your ability to follow through. When you consistently take action toward your goals, you prove to yourself that you are capable of making progress, even in the face of challenges. This self-trust is crucial because it reinforces your belief in your ability to achieve what you set out to do. Over time, consistency becomes a part of your identity. You become someone who doesn't just start things, but who sees them through to completion. Consistency also compounds over time. Small actions repeated consistently can lead to massive results. Think of it like planting seeds. Each small, consistent action is a seed that you plant. At first, you might not see much happening, but over time, those seeds begin to take root and grow. Eventually, they blossom into the success you've been working toward. This is the magic of consistency. It turns small, seemingly insignificant actions into something much greater than the sum of their parts. Moreover, consistency creates momentum. Each time you take action, you build on the progress you've already made. This momentum makes it easier to keep going, even when the going gets tough. It's like pushing a snowball down a hill. At first, it might be slow and difficult, but as the snowball gains speed and size, it becomes unstoppable. The same is true for your efforts. The more consistent you are, the more momentum you build, and the easier it becomes to stay on track. Another powerful aspect of consistency is that it helps you navigate through challenges and setbacks. When you're consistent, you develop a sense of resilience. You understand that setbacks are not the end of the road, but simply a part of the journey. Consistency teaches you to keep moving forward, even when things don't go as planned. It's about showing up, even on the days when you don't feel like it, and trusting that your efforts will pay off in the long run. Consistency is also about discipline. It's the ability to keep your eye on the goal, even when distractions and temptations come your way. It's about prioritizing what matters most and making the necessary sacrifices to stay on course. This discipline is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who give up when things get tough. It's not about being perfect or never making mistakes. It's about getting back on track when you do and continuing to move forward. In the end, committing to consistency is about embracing the process. It's about understanding that success is not a one-time event, but the result of ongoing effort. It's about falling in love with the daily grind, with the small steps that, over time, lead to big results. When you commit to consistency, you're committing to the journey with all its ups and downs. You're acknowledging that the path to success is not always easy, but that it's worth it and that you have the strength to see it through. So commit to consistency. Show up for yourself every day, no matter what. Trust in the process and believe that your efforts will bear fruit. In the end, it's the consistent, persistent actions that make all the difference. It's not about how fast you go, but about the fact that you keep going. Consistency is the key that unlocks the door to your dreams, and it's within your power to turn that key every single day. Facing resistance head-on is about confronting the challenges and obstacles that inevitably arise when you strive for change or growth. Resistance is a natural part of any journey toward improvement, whether you're trying to develop new habits, achieve a goal, or make a significant life change. It's that inner voice that questions your efforts, the external pressures that try to pull you off course, and the discomfort that comes with stepping out of your comfort zone. But it's essential to understand that resistance isn't a sign that you're on the wrong path. It's a sign that you're pushing yourself to grow. When you encounter resistance, it's easy to feel discouraged or tempted to give up. But the truth is, resistance is a necessary part of the process. It's what helps you build strength and resilience. Think of it like lifting weights. You don't build muscle without resistance. Similarly, you don't grow mentally, emotionally, or spiritually without facing challenges that test your resolve. The key is to not shy away from resistance, but to meet it head-on with determination and courage. Resistance often comes in the form of self-doubt. When you're trying to develop a new habit or pursue a big goal, that inner critic can become loud. It tells you that you're not good enough, that you're not capable, or that it's too hard. This self-doubt can be paralyzing if you let it take control, but facing resistance head-on means acknowledging those doubts and fears without letting them dictate your actions. It's about recognizing that they are part of the journey, not a barrier to it. By pushing through self-doubt, you develop a deeper sense of confidence and self-belief. Resistance also manifests externally. You might face skepticism from others, unexpected setbacks, or circumstances that make your path more difficult. These external challenges can feel like roadblocks, but they are also opportunities to strengthen your resolve. When you face these challenges directly, you learn to adapt, to find creative solutions, and to keep moving forward despite the difficulties. This resilience is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. It's about learning to see resistance not as a stop sign, but as a stepping stone. Facing resistance head-on also involves embracing discomfort. Change is uncomfortable. Developing new habits, breaking old ones, or striving for a big goal requires you to step outside of what is familiar and safe. This discomfort is a form of resistance, but it's also where growth happens. By leaning into the discomfort, by willingly stepping into the unknown, you expand your limits and discover strengths you didn't know you had. It's in these moments of discomfort that you push past your old boundaries and enter new territory. Another crucial aspect of facing resistance is persistence. Resistance is often strongest at the beginning, when the habit is new or the goal seems far away. This is when it's easy to quit, to convince yourself that it's not worth the effort. But if you persist, if you continue to push through that initial resistance, you'll find that it begins to weaken. The more you confront it, the more you realize that resistance is not as powerful as it seems. It's simply a test of your commitment and determination. Persistence also teaches you to be patient with the process. Resistance can make progress feel slow, and it's easy to become frustrated when results don't come as quickly as you'd like. But facing resistance head-on means understanding that true change takes time. It's about being patient with yourself and with the journey, knowing that every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Over time, your persistence will pay off, and you'll find yourself on the other side of the resistance stronger and more capable than before. In the end, facing resistance head-on is about embracing the challenges that come with growth. It's about recognizing that resistance is not an enemy, but a necessary companion on the path to success. By confronting it with courage, determination, and persistence, you turn resistance into a powerful force for transformation. It's what helps you build the strength, resilience, and character needed to achieve your goals and create the life you desire. So when resistance shows up, don't back down. Meet it head-on with the knowledge that it's a sign you're on the right path. Embrace the discomfort, push through the self-doubt, and persist even when the going gets tough. By doing so, you'll not only overcome the resistance, but also emerge from the experience stronger, wiser, and more capable of achieving your dreams. Celebrating small wins is about recognizing and appreciating the progress you make along the journey, no matter how minor it may seem. In a world that often emphasizes big achievements and dramatic transformations, it's easy to overlook the importance of the small steps that lead to those milestones. However, these small wins are crucial because they serve as the building blocks of larger success. By acknowledging them, you reinforce positive behavior, build momentum, and maintain motivation, making it easier to stay committed to your goals. Every time you achieve a small victory, whether it's sticking to a new habit for a day, completing a task, or overcoming a minor challenge, it's a moment worth celebrating. These small wins are proof that you're making progress, that your efforts are paying off, and that you're moving closer to your larger goals. They might seem insignificant in the grand scheme of things, but they are the moments that add up over time to create significant change. By celebrating these wins, you acknowledge your hard work and dedication, which boosts your confidence and encourages you to keep going. Celebrating small wins also shifts your focus from what's left to achieve to what you've already accomplished. It's easy to get caught up in the gap between where you are and where you want to be, which can sometimes feel overwhelming or discouraging. However, when you take the time to celebrate the small wins, you remind yourself of how far you've come. This shift in perspective can be incredibly empowering because it reinforces the idea that progress is being made, even if it's incremental. It helps you stay positive and motivated, knowing that every step forward, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. Moreover, celebrating small wins creates a sense of momentum. Success breeds success, and each small victory gives you the energy and motivation to pursue the next one. It's like climbing a staircase. Each step you take brings you closer to the top, and with each step you gain more confidence in your ability to reach your destination. This momentum is powerful because it helps you maintain a positive mindset and a sense of purpose, even when the journey is long or challenging. By celebrating each small win, you build a sense of forward motion that propels you toward your larger goals. Celebrating small wins also has a psychological impact. When you acknowledge your achievements, your brain releases dopamine, the feel-good hormone that reinforces positive behavior. This creates a cycle of reward that encourages you to continue taking the actions that lead to success. Essentially, by celebrating small wins, you're training your brain to associate positive feelings with the behaviors that are helping you achieve your goals. This not only makes the journey more enjoyable, but also increases the likelihood that you'll stick with it over the long term. Additionally, celebrating small wins helps you build resilience. Life is full of challenges and setbacks, and the path to success is rarely a straight line. There will be times when progress seems slow or when obstacles seem insurmountable. During these times, the small wins become even more important. They serve as reminders that you are capable, that you are making progress, and that you can overcome challenges. By focusing on these small victories, you build the resilience needed to keep going, even when things get tough. Another benefit of celebrating small wins is that it helps you stay engaged and motivated. When you set out to achieve a goal, it's easy to become discouraged if you don't see immediate results. However, by breaking your goal down into smaller, manageable steps and celebrating each one, you create a sense of accomplishment that keeps you engaged in the process. This ongoing sense of achievement keeps your motivation high and your focus sharp, making it more likely that you'll stick with your efforts until you reach your ultimate goal. Finally, celebrating small wins adds joy and satisfaction to the journey. It's a reminder that life is not just about reaching the destination, but also about enjoying the process. By taking the time to celebrate your progress, you bring a sense of joy and fulfillment into your life, making the journey more enjoyable and meaningful. It's a way of honoring your efforts and acknowledging that every step forward is worth celebrating. In essence, celebrating small wins is about recognizing that progress is made up of many small steps. Each step, no matter how small, is a victory in its own right and deserves to be acknowledged. By celebrating these wins, you build momentum, reinforce positive behavior, and stay motivated on your journey toward your larger goals. It's a practice that not only helps you achieve success, but also makes the process more enjoyable and fulfilling. So take the time to celebrate each small win along the way, knowing that they are the foundation upon which your greater success is built. Surrounding yourself with positivity is about intentionally choosing the people, environments, and influences that uplift, inspire, and support you. It's the recognition that the energy and attitudes around you significantly impact your mindset, well-being, and success. In a world where negativity can easily seep into our lives through various channels, it becomes essential to create a positive ecosystem that nurtures your growth and encourages your best self. The people you spend the most time with have a profound influence on your thoughts, emotions, and actions. If you surround yourself with individuals who are optimistic, supportive, and motivated, their energy will rub off on you. These are the people who believe in you, who encourage you to pursue your dreams, and who lift you up when you face challenges. They celebrate your successes and help you see the lessons in your setbacks. By surrounding yourself with such positivity, you create a network of support that strengthens your resolve and keeps you focused on your goals. On the other hand, negativity can be draining and can stifle your progress. People who are constantly pessimistic, critical, or unsupportive can diminish your motivation and confidence. They may unconsciously or even consciously discourage you from pursuing your ambitions, making it harder for you to maintain the drive needed to achieve your goals. That's why it's crucial to be selective about the company you keep. It's not about cutting people off entirely, but about setting boundaries and prioritizing relationships that add value to your life. In addition to people, the environments you choose to spend time in also play a critical role in shaping your mindset. A positive environment is one that energizes and inspires you. It could be your home, your workspace, or even the places you visit regularly. These spaces should be designed to reflect and reinforce the positive mindset you wish to cultivate. Surround yourself with things that bring you joy, that remind you of your goals, and that foster a sense of peace and productivity. A cluttered, chaotic, or uninspiring environment can lead to stress and distraction, while a positive, organized space can enhance your focus and creativity. Your influences extend beyond just people and places. They also include the media you consume, the content you engage with, and the activities you participate in. The books you read, the shows you watch, the music you listen to, and even the social media accounts you follow all contribute to your mental and emotional state. Engaging with content that is uplifting, educational, and inspiring can help you maintain a positive outlook and stay motivated on your journey. Conversely, consuming content that is negative, cynical, or fear-driven can contribute to feelings of anxiety, doubt, and pessimism. Surrounding yourself with positivity also involves cultivating a positive inner dialogue. The way you speak to yourself, the thoughts you entertain, and the beliefs you hold about your abilities and worthiness all contribute to your overall mindset. Practicing self-compassion, affirmations, and positive thinking can help you build resilience and maintain a hopeful perspective, even in the face of challenges. It's about being your own biggest cheerleader and countering any negative self-talk with words of encouragement and belief in your potential. Positivity doesn't mean ignoring or denying the challenges and difficulties of life. It's not about pretending that everything is perfect or avoiding difficult emotions. Rather, it's about choosing to focus on what's good, what's possible, and what you can do to improve your situation. It's about approaching life with a mindset of growth, optimism, and gratitude, which empowers you to navigate challenges with grace and determination. Furthermore, surrounding yourself with positivity involves contributing positivity to the world around you. When you choose to be kind, to express gratitude, and to share your positive energy with others, you create a ripple effect that enhances your own sense of well-being and encourages positivity in those around you. Acts of kindness, whether big or small, not only uplift others but also reinforce your own positive mindset, making you feel more connected and fulfilled. It's also important to remember that positivity is a practice. It's something you cultivate daily through your choices and actions. There will be days when staying positive feels like a challenge, and that's okay. What matters is that you consistently make an effort to seek out and create positivity in your life. Over time, this practice becomes a habit, and that habit becomes a part of who you are. In essence, surrounding yourself with positivity is about creating a life that supports your best self. It's about being intentional with your relationships, your environment, your influences, and your inner dialogue. By choosing positivity, you empower yourself to stay motivated, to overcome challenges, and to achieve your goals with a sense of joy and fulfillment. It's a powerful approach to life that not only enhances your personal well-being, but also contributes to the well-being of those around you. Being patient and kind to yourself is about embracing self-compassion and understanding that growth, change, and success take time. It's recognizing that you are a work in progress, and that's okay. In a world that often demands instant results and perfection, it's crucial to give yourself the grace to move at your own pace, to make mistakes, and to learn from them without harsh self-judgment. This approach is essential for maintaining your mental and emotional well-being, staying motivated, and ultimately achieving your goals. Patience with yourself means acknowledging that progress is not always linear. There will be days when you move forward and days when you feel stuck or even take a step back. This is a natural part of any journey, whether you're working on personal development, trying to break a habit, or pursuing a long-term goal. Instead of becoming frustrated or discouraged when things don't go as planned, patience allows you to accept these ups and downs as part of the process. It's about trusting that with time and consistent effort, you will get to where you want to be. Being kind to yourself involves treating yourself with the same compassion and understanding that you would offer to a friend going through a difficult time. It's easy to be your own worst critic, to focus on your shortcomings, and to dwell on your mistakes. But this kind of self-criticism only undermines your confidence and makes it harder to move forward. Kindness, on the other hand, means offering yourself words of encouragement, celebrating your efforts, and forgiving yourself when things don't go perfectly. It's about being gentle with yourself, especially during challenging times. One of the key aspects of being patient and kind to yourself is acknowledging your humanity. Everyone has strengths and weaknesses, moments of clarity and moments of doubt. Accepting your imperfections doesn't mean settling for less or giving up on growth. It means recognizing that you are a complex, evolving individual who is doing their best. This acceptance is liberating because it allows you to focus on progress rather than perfection. It frees you from the unrealistic expectations that can lead to burnout, frustration, or a sense of failure. Self-kindness also involves taking care of your physical, mental, and emotional needs. This means listening to your body when it needs rest, nourishing your mind with positive and constructive thoughts, and giving yourself permission to take breaks when necessary. It's understanding that self-care is not a luxury, but a necessity. When you are kind to yourself, you create a foundation of well-being that supports everything else you do. You're better equipped to handle stress, make decisions, and stay focused on your goals when you are well rested, emotionally balanced, and mentally clear. Being patient and kind to yourself also means giving yourself the time and space to grow. Personal development is a journey, not a race. It's about allowing yourself to evolve at a pace that feels right for you without comparing your progress to others. Everyone's path is different, and what works for someone else may not work for you. By being patient, you honor your unique journey and give yourself the opportunity to find your own way. This patience helps you avoid the trap of rushing through life, missing out on the lessons and experiences that are essential to your growth. Kindness to yourself extends to the way you handle setbacks and failures. Everyone makes mistakes, but how you respond to those mistakes can make all the difference. Instead of beating yourself up or dwelling on what went wrong, kindness encourages you to look for the lessons in the experience and to use them as stepping stones for future success. It's about understanding that failure is not the opposite of success, but a part of it. By being kind to yourself in these moments, you build resilience and the courage to try again. Patience also plays a crucial role in maintaining long-term motivation. When you're patient with yourself, you're more likely to stay committed to your goals, even when progress is slow or obstacles arise. It's about keeping your eye on the bigger picture and understanding that significant change takes time. Patience helps you stay focused and persistent, allowing you to enjoy the journey rather than becoming fixated on the end result. This mindset not only reduces stress but also increases your chances of reaching your goals because you're less likely to give up when things get tough. In essence, being patient and kind to yourself is about creating a supportive inner environment where you can thrive. It's about treating yourself with the same care, respect, and understanding that you would offer to someone you love. When you are patient and kind to yourself, you build a strong foundation for personal growth, resilience, and well-being. You give yourself the freedom to grow, the courage to take risks, and the grace to be imperfect. This approach not only enhances your self-esteem, but also makes the journey of life more enjoyable, fulfilling, and sustainable.